Sierra Internet World, doing something slightly different today with the Sierra Light Duty and Sierra Heavy Duty. You see me in this little bubble over here? That is because Ian wasn't feeling well, so I flew all the way to Montana to bring the Sierra Light Duty as well as the Heavy Duty to your eyeballs. So in this video, I did have a little bit of time to spend on the exterior of the AT4X AEV Edition on the light duty. You see, Sierra is calling their smaller 1500 light duties and their heavier 2500 and up the heavy duty. So let's get into the light duty on the exterior. What is up, Internet World, and welcome back to Accelerate. I'm Mike Ian Sick, and I'm here with the all-new 2023 GMC Sierra 1500 AT4X with the AEV package, and that's why we're here. It's all about AEV. That stands for American Expedition Vehicles. So it's a package. So let's talk about this package on this fully loaded 1500. So we've already done the Sierra. Because this is AEV, I'll kind of mix up a little bit of Sierra and mainly AEV. So we started with the C-shaped DRL with LED headlights. Then you have this big black grille with this rose gold inserts that slide across horizontally. Of course, you have the big GMC badge up there. Then you have the front cameras with washer fluid. Moving down, you have the AT4X badge, which is all by itself. It's a separate brand of GMC. And then you have this massive AEV front steel bumper. Underneath, you can't see it, but there are 5 boron, boron, I guess, is a material, a boron steel skid plates underneath, and I will name all 5. So first up is the front approach skid plate, then the steering gear, transfer case, fuel tank, and rear differential skid plate. Then you have this massive winch that is red, super cool. I would get it. It's an option when you buy this. But the front bumper is where it's at. You have this little extra piece here with this circular thing to put more attachments in case you're pulling more things out. I love that. It's very aggressive, very Sierra-ish, and this AEV doesn't just stop at the front. It's on the side, the back, and a little bit on the inside. So let's whip around the side. Now to the side of this AT4X, you do have a 6.2 liter V8. It's also available in the diesel. And then moving down from there, you have this rough plastic so you save your paint. This is an AEV option, part of the package actually. It's a Salta wheel. It says GMC right on it. Very, very retro. It has AEV as well in the rim design. The size of these wheels are 275, 70, 18 as far as tires go. Moving down from there, you have the AT4X, nice and big. You've got black on the handles along with your mirror caps. But the AEV part is right there. This is a rocker protector. Yep, it's not a guard to get in and out of the vehicle, it's just to protect the side of the vehicle.
The rocker protector.
Now to the back, you have the AEV stamped steel bumper. There's a bit of plastic here on the top and some parts on the side, but most of the bumper is steel. And just like the front, you do have these little tie downs or hooks, depending on how you use them. Of course, everything else is pretty much the same on the back, with the exception of this black little vinyl piece back here that goes on the top of this multi-function tailgate. Then you have the big AEV badge right there. Everything else is, again, pretty much the same, like the other Sierra we reviewed already. This is the 1500. Tomorrow I will experience the smaller Canyon and then the HD. Now the back seat. There's nothing back here that screams AEV. The door panel, there's no badging whatsoever. Inside the seats, there's no stickers, no badging, no decals, nada. There's no crested headrest. The front does though, so let's go take a look. All right, front seat. The door panel, at least it says AT4X right there. There's a solid decal. That is a nice touch. Everything else is the same on the door panel. You have AT4X on the bottom, pretty straightforward. On the seat is where you see it. You have AT4X on the top of the seat, and above that in the headrest, just like Porsche, it says AEV there. Bam! AEV right in your face. Everything else here is pretty straightforward, nothing new. Well, it's new, but it's not AEV new. Now, on the inside of the AT4X, you get a refined obsidian rush interior with full grain leather. You also get this authentic Vanna ash wood trim. And the cool part about it is that it feels very quality on the inside. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but it feels solid. There's nothing squeaky about it. It does make me feel like I'm buying something that's going to last a long time on the inside of this AEV AT4X. Now, the one thing I didn't talk about is engine choices on the light duty. Standard, you get the Duramax 3-liter that makes 305 horsepower and 495 pound-feet of torque, and that has made it to a 10-speed transmission. As an option, you can get the 6.2-liter V8 that makes 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque, and again, it is also standard with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, I didn't get the time to do a full walk around on the HD, but I did get the opportunity to take it off-roading, and man, what a beast it is. But let's go through all the different trims you can get on an HD because it is fully redesigned. The interior is all new, the outside's nice and boxy, it looks modernized, and I absolutely love it. So it starts off with the Pro, then you get the SLE, the SLT, the AT4, the Denali, then the one that you see here, the AT4X. Now this does have the AEV Edition version of it. And then of course the top dog is called the Denali Ultimate. So let's discuss what AEV actually stands for. American Expedition Vehicles. So what does that all mean when you're buying the HD? What do you get with this AT4X AEV Edition on the HD? Well, you get this AEV stamped front steel and rear bumpers, AEV stamped steel skid plates, front steering gear and transfer case, 16-spoke 18-inch AEV Salta black gloss aluminum wheels, as well as exclusive AEV design elements like badging, floor mats, contrast tailgate decal. You see this black right above the top of the handle here on the actual tailgate. That's an exclusive AEV design element. So let's talk about some interesting points here when it comes to specs. Now, we don't normally go over specs, but because this is an AEV edition and specs are probably important for those that are buying it, let's talk about the approach angle first. You get 31.6 degrees when you buy the regular AT4X, and when you opt for the AEV edition, you actually get less of an approach angle at 29.8. Then the departure angle is actually the same at 25.7. The breakover angle is better with the AEV edition at 22.6 degrees for those that care. The ground clearance is only 0.2 inches higher when you get the AEV at 11.8. As far as payload, which means how much stuff you can put in the bed of it, you can put less at 29.12 instead of 32.91 when you buy the regular one. And then as far as towing, it's pretty much exactly the same, except you lose 100 pounds when you buy the AEV edition. So then what does that tell you? If you want the looks, you want the style, but also do a little bit more off-roading, a little bit more ruggedness, then obviously you're going to buy the AEV. But if you want pretty much the exact same thing, all the style, the boxiness of it, then you just look at buying the regular AT4X. So what I really did enjoy is the way GMC set up this trip. When I arrived into Montana, they had a light-duty AT4X AEV edition waiting for me with the Salta wheels. Now, I did appreciate the fact that I have a 2-hour trip, and in those 2 hours, it was all highway, but the truck felt really solid, even with the off-road package on it. It was quiet at fairly high speed. The sound system was amazing. I could rewind my satellite radio, and it just felt at home when I was driving it. Actually, I'm actually considering getting rid of my Ram and likely getting into one of those trucks just for that reason. I always felt that GMC was very hard, and it was not luxurious enough, but this new interior, I really felt that was good enough for me to step into one. That was on the light duty side. The heavy duty side, honestly, went down this crazy steep decline, and I was like, this is a lot of truck going down this hill. We're going to slide right through it, but not at all. The truck held its own. That's a lot of weight going down this crazy limestone / sandy terrain here, as you can see, and it's amazing how it handled, and I'm really sort of not taken by surprise, but just realize how trucks can be used in different ways and not just to tow big sleds and big trailers behind the heavy duty. You can use it in different terrains such as this. But that's not all. There's a third truck that's not pictured in this video, and that is the 2024 Canyon AT4X AEV Edition. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you guys go ahead and do so. Bam, because that video is coming to your eyeballs very soon. We'll catch you on the next one.